Fresh and bright, that's springtime on HTV with new comedies like Surgical Spirits.
Typical of a man.
Well, he is a man, isn't he? He's up this end. What's so typical of a man?
I can't find his appendix.
And it's typical of Bobby Davro to be totally unrecognisable.
My love, it must be awful being half animal.
Oh, I don't know. It does have its good points. I get carried up escalators.
What turns the great British public on? Find out in My Secret Desire, a new entertainment series hosted by Cheryl Baker and Ross King.
My secret desire would be to go to Hawaii with Bruce Willis. If my husband finds out, he's going to kill me.
Jeremy Beadle's got a box of tricks the like of which you've never seen in a brand new series.
I think next time I'll say it with flowers. Would you like a chocolate?
And there's the multi-million-dollar epic Tanamera, the story of forbidden love.
You know I cannot love you. It's impossible.
No.
Tanamera, a lavish new series for springtime on HTV.
But you've had my house in the market for ages and no one's been round. Right, thank you, goodbye. Call yourself an estate agent?
Relax, my boy. Let the horse be with you.
The horse?
Hello.
Hi.
The Black Horse estate agent gave me your details.
Oh, yes, right, come in. Now, this is the living room. This is a bedroom.
Oh, really?
Coffee?
No, thank you. Good, I'll take it. Subject to finding the right mortgage quickly.
Remember, let the horse be with you.
Have you tried the horse?
Sorry.
Lloyd's Bank, I mean. That's who I've always used. They've got a whole range of mortgages.
Really?
You can even fix the level of your repayment.
Right, I'll get on to Lloyd's Bank.
Great. Bye.
I did it. Who did it?
All right. It was the horse. You have to take the credit for everything, don't you?
Mortgages from Lloyd's Bank, the thoroughbred bank.
Are you switched on?
Just come inside. Just come inside your TV guide.
TV Guide, read it all.
Film TV wall to wall. TV Guide's the one with the news, the views, the fun.
This week, collect part 1 of the fabulous TV Idol special, completely free in TV Guide.
So come inside your TV guide.
Hello, how are you? Hope you've had a lovely Easter. Weather fantastic, isn't it? Unbelievable. Well, now we're going to somewhere where it's equally warm. Lovely music, this programme, hasn't it? Home and away.
You know we belong together, you and I forever and ever, no matter where you are, you're my guiding star.
And from the very first moment I saw you, I never felt such emotion. So what can I dare just to know you are there.
Hold me in your arms, don't let me go. I want to stay forever, home and away, with you each day.
Let me be the one that you turn to, someone you can rely on.
Closer each day, home and away.
You behave like some 5-year-old at the And on behalf of all our staff here at the Plymouth studios, not forgetting our staff at the transmitters, this is Ian Sterling wishing you all a very good night, and we'll leave you with a last look at our clock. And the time is just 27.5 minutes past midnight. And that leaves you with just one more thing to do, and that's to switch off your sets. Once again, a very good night to you. Sleep well, and God bless. Happy New Year, Norman.
Happy New Year, darling.
TVS presents great movie entertainment every Monday night, including the Clint Eastwood classic A Fistful of Dollars.
I don't think it's nice, you laughing.
Horror buffs will delight in the Omen trilogy over 3 consecutive weeks. In Omen 2, the Devil Child is now a boy. And in the final conflict, Damien has ultimate power. Richard Gere lines up, hoping to become an officer and a gentleman.
I ain't gonna quit! I think you can forget it! You're out! Don't you do it!
Co-starring Deborah Winger.
You're playing with fire, boys.
A host of stars line up in the spectacular Wild Geese 2. Scott Glenn is in trouble, but help is at hand from Edward Fox.
I'm talented Taylor.
What's the for?
Well, actually, it's a bar.
And to start the season, Klaus Maria Brandauer plays a Russian emigre who trains a couple of U.S. boxers for a very special reason.
Let these boys fight. It would be nice to win against the Russian team. No, Mr. Lillian?
Streets of Gold is at 10:40 and starts a new season of Monday Night Movies on TVS.
When housewife superstar Dame Edna gave her first audience to celebrity guests, there was a clamour for more. It begins after the break.
Your father might have had something to do with killing your mother.
We're placing you under arrest. Give up the right.
My life depends on this.
But it would be a total lie.
Robbie, please.
Well, back to tonight, where in 60 Minutes, the story of the antics of a group of student journalists who get together for a reunion after 17 years of births, marriages and deaths. Well, it's not quite that long since Dame Edna gave her first audience. Here she is with another.
$246,000.
There are over 160,000 winners of premium bond prizes every month. And every month, someone wins the top prize of £250,000.
£250,000. Cash.
You can put it all back now.
We just wanted to look at it.
National Savings Premium Bonds. Now over £11 million won every month by real people.
1,000.
When Jim's your cleaner, tough dirt goes away so gently, and it shows. Your home has never been loved like this before.
At times, every home needs a really tough cleaner that also cares for delicate surfaces. And no clean cleaner is as tough as new Jif, and yet so gentle.
Your home has never been loved like this before.
Wasn't that an incredible film? Well, now it's time for our last programme, Postscript, and we welcome back Bob Buckle. And we'd like to thank Bob Buckle for tonight's special Postscript. Tomorrow night, Postscript's at 12:25, and we welcome the Vicar of the Mother Church of Plymouth, St Andrew's Church, the Prebendary John Watson. That's at 12:25 tomorrow night. Well, if you're an early riser tomorrow morning, you may catch a star of one of our popular series on a Friday at 9 o'clock, Yesterday's Dreams. It's Paul Freeman, so the ladies will be quite pleased. And also, at this moment, Ted Croker is flying back from Spain to report on the behaviour of the football fans over there. That's all on TVAM tomorrow morning. If you are with us tomorrow evening, we've got Highway to Heaven at 7:05, and then at 9 o'clock, the increasingly popular LA Law. That's tomorrow night. But now look at tomorrow's weather forecast. Well, it'll be mainly dry tomorrow with widespread frost. The minimum temperature is -3 Celsius, that's 27 Fahrenheit. Tomorrow will start dry, but there will be some snow flurries later, and the winds will be staying cold north to northeast, light or moderate. Now look at the shipping forecast. First of all, sea area Portland, northeast 4 or 5, occasionally 6, snow showers, good, occasionally poor. Sea area Plymouth, north or northeast 4 or 5, Snow showers at first, mainly good. Sierra Lundy, northerly 3 or 4, occasionally rain or sleet spreading south, moderate or good. And our last look at the clock. And don't forget you can still tune in to Plymouth Sound and Devon Air right through until 6:15 in the morning. But the time on TSW now is just 24 minutes past midnight. And that's it for tonight. Hope you enjoyed our programmes. Join us again tomorrow night, but until then, and on behalf of all of us here at TSW in Plymouth and our IBA transmitter staff, this is Ian Sterling wishing you all a very good night. And just one last reminder, don't forget to switch off your sets. Once again, a very good night to you. Sleep well. God bless.
Now playing at the London Palladium is the hit musical Singing in the Rain.
Boxing Day on ITV brings the very best in entertainment. 6 finds Eamon Andrews bringing a surprise with the magical words, "This is your life," while 6:45 brings another Boxing Day surprise down Coronation Street.
What's all this then?
He says he's come to do windows.
And don't they have a Boxing Day around your way?
At 7:15, a gallery of festive faces with one name, Mike Yarwood.
Ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, I don't know about him though.
At 8:15, Minder finds Arthur going to the dogs.
Phil!
At 9:15, Airplane.
Get crash position.
A first flight on British television for Airplane, part of a sparkling Boxing Day on ITV.
He's tall, dark, handsome, and he's intelligent as well. His name is Indiana Jones, and he's searching for the Lost Ark. Our film is Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's directed by Steven Spielberg, and it'll be the best film you've seen so far. And it's coming up in just a mo.
It has to be. It can only be.
What do almost 1 million young people...
The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Lasky's big name sale. Now on. If you're driving this Christmas, watch what you're drinking, or you might just live to regret it. So, stay low.
Why is
This is the best ever ELS January sale.
Why? We've never had so many bargains. Save £202 on this suite. Save £300 on this complete dining room. And up to 50% off selected carpets. You can't buy it cheaper.
And the sale starts Boxing Day.
It's something else. ELS.
B&Q's DIY Super Sale starts 10 a.m. tomorrow with thousands of big-name super savers all under one roof. Amazing first-day offers include the first 100 rolls of Bimura vinyl wall covering for an incredible 1 penny a roll. First 5 Black & Decker paint strippers for just $3.99 each. And the first 3 computer desks for an unbelievable $4.99 each. B&Q's DIY Super Sale starts 10 a.m. tomorrow. Don't miss it.
Save more when you B&Q it.
Stellarvision for video value. Video film hire from Stellarvision at Kidderminster, Blackheath and Cradley Heath. 3 films for 2 days, £1.50. That's video value from Stellarvision.
There's been a little problem in the cockpit.
The cockpit? I'd like 1 ticket to Chicago.
Boxing Day on ITV.
Smoking or non-smoking?
Smoking, please.
Airplane.
There. Have a nice trip.
Goodbye, darling!
Airplane. An hysterical flight to remember.
Captain, how soon can you land? I can't tell. You can tell me, I'm a doctor. Can you fly this plane and land it?
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
The ultimate in-flight entertainment. Airplane lifts off for laughter. Boxing Day at 9:15 on ITV.
Coming right at us!
Do you think it's all right to leave George there on his own? Oh, yeah. But aren't you afraid he might find your chocolate orange? No, I think it's quite safe.
Terry's famous chocolate orange. Smooth milk chocolate with real oil of orange. How safe is yours?
Having a party tonight, one of the people I'd invite would be Des O'Connor, because I think he's such a nice, friendly chap. And you can see him tonight with 1 or 2 of his guests in Des O'Connor tonight, plus a rather seasonal surprise as well, so look out for that. And at 11:35, it's our Christmas night thriller called Home for the Holidays. Right now, though, it's the latest news.
Good evening. W this evening, we play Tarby's Frame Game. That's in a few minutes.
At Comet, you can now have up to 18 months interest-free credit on all Hotpoint washers, fridges, dishwashers, dryers, freezers, cookers. You know where to come.
Sunday at 9:05, the grass cutter. It takes more than a signature to cut your roots.
Who are you?
He was once a family man.
Here, Kitch.
He belonged to a community.
The voice at the other end just said...
Bill is dead. A community he betrayed.
Oh, there. Long time no see.
Now he's a man running from his past. The Grass Cutter. Sunday at 9:05 on ITV. There's no escape.
That looks good, doesn't it? At 7:30 this evening, Christopher Casanova and Margaret Whitten are here with another Ticket to Ride. But first, Tarby's Frame Game.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome your host, Jimmy Tarbuck?
There's a brand new comedy on ITV, The 19th Hole and a Golf Club, where the members are the biggest handicap.
Is that the new club logo, Mr. Secretary? You know, if Hitler had won the war, probably wouldn't have had council estates built alongside golf clubs.
5 members we've got on the council, and they let them build houses for that nest of ruffians. It's like having an open prison on your doorstep.
Go on, shake hands. What? Shake hands!
Eric Sykes stars in the 19th hole, starting next Monday at 8 on ITV.
And stay with us on TSW for Ticket to Ride. That's in a few minutes.
Hits 10 with the very latest top 10 hits from Gloria Estefan and Donna Summer. Deacon Blue and Comcan. Top 10 hits from Mike and the Mechanics and Simply Red. It's 10 with the number 1 from the Bangles. It's 10. It's more than just the very latest. The back streets of London's East End became the stepping stones to fame for this little girl. Start reading only in TV Times this week Anita Dobson's fascinating life story, her humble beginnings, her childhood ambitions, her rise to stardom. We meet the charming gentleman who frightened millions of cinema goers half to death. And after the shame of prison, Lester Pickett has picked himself up and is back for the derby. Plus, for TSW viewers, a chance to win a family holiday in Yugoslavia in TV Times this week.
Sorry, hello, I was reading the TV Times then. You just saw that there. Talking of holidays, page 29, it's the one with Anita Dobson on the front. You can win, you and your family, a holiday to Yugoslavia by answering 3 very simple questions. And that's a 2-week holiday for a whole family, flying from Exeter Airport, which is wonderful, no dragging yourself up to London. Now, there is a clue to help you answer one of these questions on the set behind me. It's very simple. It's sort of square. It's on a stick. Got sort of striped bits on it. I'll say no more than that. Page 29, it's very easy, so get writing. Anyway, now on TSW, it's time to join Christopher Casanova and Margaret Whitten for Ticket to Ride.
TV play Family Fortunes.
We asked 100 people to name one of the independent TV companies. Baldwin. Granada. All right, Granada. Granada! Yes, it's there. Second most popular answer.
But what is the first?
Pat, more popular one. Central. Okay, because you're from the central area, West Bromwich, of course. Central.
Who? Family Fortunes, Sundays at 7:15 on ITV.
TSW, and this is us. And stay with us after the break. Comedy in Sob Sisters.
We've just had a great day out at Dobble's theme park. There's a new Adventureland with 5 fantastic different play areas. Even Mum and Dad can join in the fun, like the stockade deep in the forest and the exciting timber tumble. Dad really enjoyed the Forest Railroad. It was great. And don't forget, we almost lost Mum in Mr. Thorburn's Edwardian countryside.
And it only cost me £12.99 for all 4 of us.
I wish we'd had more time at Dobble's theme park.
To the fruit growers of the world, he's simply known as the man from Del Monte. His job? To award the Del Monte name to only the finest fruit. Today, these pears have not reached the precise moment of ripeness. But tomorrow, the man from Del Monte knows they'll be perfect.
The man from Del Monte says yes.
Say yes to the best. Del Monte.
If you want to know what's on TV, anytime, any channel, ask the expert, your TV.
So, sit back and relax, and let's see what's on tonight, shall we?
It'll instantly update you on what's showing in your region, what films are really worth watching,
Jam-packed with thrills, spills, and marvellously memorable.
or what's happening on the soaps.
Will Billy stay with Sheila? Will Doe ever return to the close? Will Rod the Plod ever marry?
The easy way to ask your TV what's on in your region is to page Oracle Teletext.
Look in his prize competitions. Look in his pop features. Look in his action strips. Look in his all that's best on TV. Look in his Out Now.
In a national crisis,
War, Mr. Griffin.
the ultimate power.
Your authority will be virtually limitless.
In a personal crisis,
I need somebody watched. My husband.
the ultimate dilemma.
I'm pregnant.
As the world waits,
0 minus 3.
a chance to escape.
There's a boat leaving soon.
Rules of engagement, soon on ITV.
But if you're just about to book your summer holiday, don't do it just yet, because you could win a free holiday. Details after this break.
It's where the fashion's moving on. There's something for everyone. Home on a measure for the children too. International variety just for you. Spend the day having fun. There's a whole lot going on.
Many people who are elderly or disabled find it very difficult to take an ordinary, independent holiday. What they need are volunteers to accompany them. If you can offer physical help and good companionship, write to Holiday Helpers, P.O. Box 55, Plymouth, PL1 1XN.
Hello again. Well, if you saw today at 6 o'clock, you'll know that we chose the winning card for the TV Times holiday to Spain, which was a couple of weeks ago. Well, if you didn't win that, never mind, because there is another holiday in TV Times this week. It's that one, this copy, with Anita Dobson on the front cover. If you turn to page 29, you could be winning you and your family a 2-week holiday in Yugoslavia. All you have to do is answer 3 very simple questions, and for one of the questions, we do have a clue to help you on the set. It's behind me. It's not the books. It's not the plant, it's the other thing. Anyway, get writing, TV Times holiday competition. But now to some people who are constantly on holiday, the gentlemen and players.
Oh, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
We buttermen would like to say thanks to all those who have helped make Country Life Butter such a success. So firstly, for you dairy farmers and your lovely cows.
Oh, we are the lads from Country Life, and you can't put a better bit of butter on your knife. If you haven't any, have a word with your wife and spread it on your toast in the morning. Hey, it's Country Life, it's English too, from the cows to the dairy, from the dairy down to you, 'cause it's pure and fresh and creamy through and through. So spread it on your toast in the morning.
And all you grocers who stock our butter, we've something for you as well.
There's a grocer's in the town, opposite the Rose and Crown. And on Thursdays we go down and load the van with Country Life butter from the man, grocer man. It's English butter through and through.
Through and through.
Tasty, fresh and creamy too. Oh, you'll never put a better bit of butter on your knife. And so the toast is Country Life.
Finally, for you charming housewives out there, this is just for you. Hope you like it.
Oh, every morning his lady wife does eggs and toast and Country Life. You'll never put a better bit of butter on your knife. It's creamy, smooth and tasty too.
It's English and it's good for you.
Spread it on thick at breakfast time.
It's not every butter that tastes so fine.
She knows what I like, this wife of mine. And he gets it all the time.
And from all of us,
we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
My heavy heart sinks like a lead rhinoceros when I dream of the land I left behind. Never again shall I see my little pet lamb, nor my galopka with her pretty beard and her side whiskers. On the other hand, mustn't grumble.
Here's a way of bringing the countryside into your home. And there are hundreds of other ideas in the country look with easy-to-follow step-by-step instructions. Week by week, it shows you how to use colours and patterns, how to pretty things up with paint, how to display things you've collected, and how to make things that will give your home a country look. It also tells you about plants and traditional country cooking. Wherever you live, your home can have the country look.
Spend Boxing Night at the movies on ITV and you'll have a smashing time.
This is serious. This is war.
And it's war at 12:10 when the Magnificent Seven ride again.
You're either a very stupid or a very brave man, senor. One word from me and you would be dead.
And more tough guys are in action down under.
Tom, aren't you? Yes, as a matter of fact, I am.
That's Boxing Night at the movies.
Now our Boxing Day programs on Thames Television continue with The Bill.
So, how about the Mediterranean this summer?
Expensive.
Not with Cosmos.
Cosmos. Great holidays. Super prices.
To find out more about the past, discover Discovery. Each kit features a famous character and takes you back. See what Elizabeth I was really like. Her black teeth. It explains how Drake cunningly defeated the Spanish Armada and shows you what life was like. And you get a special pack containing maps, models, and realistic documents. So Discovery really brings the past to life.
Oh, there's Queen Mary's death warrant. I've been looking for it everywhere.
Discovery. History at your fingertips.
Spend Boxing Night at the movies on ITV and you'll have a smashing time.
This is serious. This is war.
And it's war at 12:10 when the Magnificent Seven ride again.
You're either a very stupid or a very brave man, senor. One word from me and you would be dead.
And more tough guys are in action down under.
Tom, aren't you? Yes, as a matter of fact, I am.
That's Boxing Night at the movies.
This is Thames Television from London. Now, from ITN, the latest news with Nicholas Owen.
The news from ITN.
Tomorrow on ITV, the movie premiere of My Left Foot. The Oscar-winning story of the Irish writer Christy Brown, a man who battled valiantly to overcome his crippling disability.
This is Christy Brown, my son, genius.
Daniel Day-Lewis in the movie premiere, My Left Foot, tomorrow at 9.
Now, Boxing Night at the movies brings you Police Academy 2, their first assignment.
Chicken or ham don't take long. Garlic sausage, meaty tongue. You can make them special, bake them, grill or fry them. Just try them, eat them, you can beat them. Or please, with some hot cheese. Lettuce and bacon, and there's no doubt. All the ums in there, you bring it out.
Just try and say Mattison's without saying mmm.
74 years ago, the greatest liner of its day set sail from England to America. But the Titanic never made it. Now, exclusive to ITV, pictures of the wreck from 2.5 miles beneath the ocean waves.
So we went along the bow, up over the forecastle, and landed on the bridge. I mean, everything is gigantic, big, incredibly large.
Titanic, the nightmare and the dream, tonight at 10 to 10 on ITV.
Now the James Bond premiere for your eyes only.
takes well over a year for a pineapple to reach perfect ripeness. The man from Del Monte knows that moment.
The man from Del Monte says yes.
He then insists the pineapples are picked and packed the same day. Say yes to the best. Del Monte.
There's a new herbal formula for keeping your hair looking clean and healthy, and which you can use as often as you like. For shiny, clean hair, use new Mild Vosine Frequent Wash.
Are you out of work? Have you got a job, but you're looking for a change of direction? Then let Debonair help you work it out. We're offering you expert help and information on welfare rights, voluntary work, careers, government grants and schemes, along with some money-saving tips. In addition to these programme pieces, we'll have experts available on our off-air telephone lines to give specific advice on your situation and to answer your personal queries. For full details, tune to Debonair Radio.
At 9:50 tonight, The Nightmare and the Dream of the Titanic. But now the news from ITN.
On Sunday at 8:45...
He deserves to die. I only wish I was pulling the trigger.
I'm positive I overheard someone planning a murder.
Someone mentioned murder?
We can't take that to the police. They'll never believe it.
Don't you worry, honey. Nobody's going to get killed. Monsieur, I have a table for you that is perfect in every way.
I think that was one of the voices I heard at the restaurant the other night.
Can't you just put this terrible business out of your mind? They're both crazy. There isn't going to be any murder.
Crazy like a fox. The Body Count begins Sunday at 8:45 on TSW.
Now the Saturday night film and the last part of the Omen trilogy, The Final Conflict. Well, after all the shudders in tonight's movie, let's relax for a few minutes before we join Father Robert Draper with Postscript, with one of our short classic themes, Al Vivo. Our thanks for tonight's postscript to Father Robert Draper. And I know who should be here for tomorrow night's postscript. It's Jeremy Dowling who'll be answering some of your letters in postscript postbag, and that'll be at 12:25 tomorrow night. And that's the culmination of an evening full of variety. There's the police action with Jack Warden in Crazy Like a Fox at 8:45. Then comes the news, and at 10 o'clock tomorrow night, the fifth program in a series of 6, taking a comic look at the history of the world through the eyes of the cinema. The World According to Smith and Jones at 10 o'clock. Two very enduring characters. And two more enduring characters are the subject of the South Bank show tomorrow night, when Melvin Bragg will be investigating the origins of Dracula and Frankenstein. The South Bank show at 10:30 tomorrow night. And not forgetting, of course, that the day starts at 6:55 in the morning with TVAM, when we'll be starting the day with Sunday Comment, and at 8:30, David Frost will be interviewing people in the news in David Frost on Sunday, and Derek Jameson will be taking a look and commenting on the Sunday papers, all in TVAM starting at 6:55. Now, look at the weather summary. It'll be a mild night across the region, misty generally, but with fog extensive over higher ground and forming at some lower levels later. Lowest temperatures tonight, 8 degrees Celsius, 46 degrees Fahrenheit. Tomorrow will be mostly dull and misty, with further outbreaks of rain and fog persisting over the moors. Highest temperatures near 10 degrees Celsius, 50 Fahrenheit, and winds southwesterly, moderate generally, but locally fresh on some southern coasts. And the shipping forecast. Portland and Plymouth. Southwesterly 5 or 6, occasionally 7 at first, and later in Plymouth, rain at times, and visibility moderate with fog patches. Lundy, southwest or westerly 5 or 6, decreasing 4 later, occasional rain, and visibility moderate with fog patches. Here's the clock. And with a reminder that Plymouth Sound and Devon Air are supplying a 24-hour service, so you can be entertained right round the clock now on those two stations. The time now just coming up to 8 minutes to 1 a.m. And with that, it's time for me to bid you all a very good night. So from all of us here at the studios and the transmitters, this is Roger Shaw saying good night.
Then another. Now the Estee Lauder Laboratories bring you iZone at Debenhams. With continued regular use, this time-release repair gel could rebuild your skin's appearance from the inside out, smoothing the vulnerable skin around your eyes. And the science of younger-looking skin could be yours. Available now at Debenhams.
Listen to the magical music of the Isley Brothers' greatest hits. Out now on Telstar.
Walls Viennetta could leave you with one small problem. One slice is never enough.
It's Easter, and all the best in holiday weekend viewing is in TV Times, like the final bumper episode of Crossroads. And we've got Jane Washington's secret diary spanning 23 years of Crossroads. It's free this week. Did you know Dolly Parton contemplated suicide? Just one of the startling revelations in an amazing interview with a singing superstar this week. And there are 2 Toyota Coronas to be won. So for your Easter viewing and free Crossroads souvenir, get your Easter TV Times this week.
Nighttime on Wednesday. At 2 o'clock, the shuttered room. A honeymoon couple terrorized.
He's left his wife alone there.
Hey, I like the taste of your wife's ears. What do you say to that, huh?
Oliver Reed and Gig Young star in The Shuttered Room, a nighttime thriller for Wednesday at 2 on Thames.
Good evening and welcome to Thames Through the Night. I'm Sally Harris and I'm going to be here right through till 6 a.m, which gives us plenty of time to get to know each other. That's if you can stay awake. I'll see you again right after our film The Fiendish Plot of Dr. Fu Manchu.
It's the great Woolworth sale. £15 off this interstate stereo radio cassette. £4 off this Winfield soft luggage. £1.30 off this Hoover iron. Save on 2.5 litre cans of Cover Plus Brilliant White, Matte or Silk Vinyl. And dozens of super clothing reductions. Special buy Flymo Mower, $37.95 plus free cable. Special buy Polyester Filled Continental Quilt, $11.49. Special buy Deep Fryer, $6.99. And lots of other savings and special buys. Everybody needs a Woolworth sale these days.
You asked, so I brought it. The night nurse for Bill's cold.
The night nurse?
Night nurse cold remedy. Relieves tickly cough, sore throat, runny nose, headache, shivers, and so aids restful sleep. All in one little measure. Marvellous.
Night Nurse, the all-in-one nighttime cold treatment from Beecham.
Night nurse. Lives up to its name. What's the trouble?
I'm not sure. It sounds pretty bad.
Where's the nearest garage?
About 6 miles down the road.
It'll take hours to get there, and I'm starving.
Here, have a Twix.
Twix?
the longer-lasting snack.
Not one, but two crunchy shortcake biscuits, topped with caramel and covered in creamy milk chocolate.
Relax. I told you Twix would keep us going.
Twix, the longer-lasting snack.
We're here on a picnic. You can join us if you'll be quick. We've got lots of tasty goodies and, of course, country life. It's fresh and it's English and as creamy as you could wish. Oh, you'll never put a better bit of butter on your knife. You can jam it, meat paste it. On fresh bread, you really taste it. And it's lovely with a crumpet, but don't tell the wife.
Country life. You'll never put a better bit of butter on your knife.
Cool, mellow, satisfying St. Bruno. Flake already rubbed. A real pipe smoker's dream.
Morning, friars! Brother Benjamin is joining us today with a sincere wish to become a KP friar.
Welcome, brother.
Now, what is this?
I don't know. It's all covered in mud.
Oh, dear, it's a potato. And it's from the potato we produce some of the lightest, crispiest crisps ever created.
Delicious. Truly a crisp amongst crisps.
Oh, I like that. We'll use it as our slogan.
KP, truly a crisp amongst crisps.
Oh, that was jolly quick.
Curry's sale now on. Huge reductions. Curry's price promise means you can't buy cheaper.
Over 200 quality beds at sale prices. Largest selection for miles of quality upholstery, bedroom and dining furniture. It's all drastically reduced during the winter sale at Southwestern Carpets Furnishing Centre, Lucia Street, Torquay. Starts tomorrow.
Greetings, I'm Alan Power. Call me for all your holidays and business travel worldwide. For holiday value, you'll find Cambrian prices hard to beat, whatever your choice. Alan Power Travel at Mutley Plain, Plymouth, and Dingles in Plymouth and Exeter.
Good morning from us here at West Country. It's Friday the 29th of March. Well, this week's last offerings from the easel follow in just a moment after a quick look ahead.
Good morning. As a nation, we're about to gamble 70 million quid on the Grand National. I don't know about you, but don't even know how to fill in a betting slip, let alone pick a winner.
OK, top tipsters on hand in the phone in. If you want to make sure your horse doesn't fall at the first, give them a call. And our own favourite Brian's under starters orders with food. Now, John.
Good morning, folks. These are just some of the items that Lindsay here has thrown at her partner. A glass, a cup, even a door, would you believe? She's terrified that premenstrual tension is ruining her relationship and her life. Does PMT turn you into a monster every month? Richard, Judy.
OK, thanks a lot, John. We had a live appointment with TV's Dr. Cameron, actor Ian Bannon looking back at 50 years on stage.
American TV's gardening experts here live. Mrs. Green Thumbs is the name. We've got live music from the Beloved, and the makeover team get to work on the wall of Death Riders. 10:35.
Good game. Brilliant. Well done to Nottingham Forest and to old Cloughie. Right, next week at the same time, it's our normal hour of comedy, both from Sledgehammer and Soap. As I say, that's next week on Late Night Late. This indeed is Late Night Late into May Bank Holiday, May Day, of course. I'm Graham Rogers with you through until 5 o'clock this morning. Still to come, well, very shortly after the next break, in fact, it's the Spanish Connection, more detective action from Spain. Also coming up this morning on Late Night Late at 2, there's Anthony Wilson with The Other Side of Midnight. We have Pick of the Week with guest presenter this week, David Jensen, Australian Heritage, Coast to Coast People, and Island Life. That's your menu of programmes still to come between now and 5 o'clock on May Bank Holiday Monday morning. Stay with us, won't you?
Now at QuickFit, there are some great offers on a huge range of tyres. So make tracks for QuickFit now.
We're the boys that trust.
So in just under an hour's time on this morning's edition of Late Night Late, Anthony Wilson will be here with The Other Side of Midnight.
Right now on Late Night Late, we journey once again to Spain for the Spanish Connection. This week's episode is The Curve of Death.
The ancestry of the average family pet is under examination this week when Desmond Morris looks at the wolf in your living room. And producer Mike Bainan reveals some of Rover's nastier habits in Radio Times.
Wow.
More nasty habits are revealed in Thin Air, a new serial set against a riverside development and the fight for a radio franchise.
He's no worse than the rest. It's a commercial free-for-all down there. Anyone who makes money out of the docks smells a little like the river.
Away from it all, Alfred Wainwright takes Scotland in his stride when he takes television viewers on a tour of some of his most cherished Highland haunts, discovered over almost 40 years of dedicated hill walking. And the dark secrets of India are revealed in the television premiere of David Lean's A Passage to India.
Something very terrible is happening.
Read all about it and about all BBC radio and television programming in the Easter holiday edition of Radio Times.
Now on one, Virginia McKenna.
Last winter, this house acquired a waterbed, a stream for the ducks, and a shower in the kitchen. You can help prevent frost damage by insulating, lagging pipes, and finding out where to turn off. Phone a plumber, but do it now, before the frost brings you a lovely indoor pool.
She'll never draw those curtains again, nor tidy this room for the night. By morning, this room could be a burnt-out shell, because of that burning cigarette someone forgot. It's tucked in the chair there, smouldering away. It won't be long now, so take a last look.
And next on TSW, You've Been Framed, after the break.
This little tin is full of 98% pure potatoes. So is this little tin.
For mash, get smash. 20% off all furniture except kitchens at Texas now. Bedroom, dining room, living room furniture, pine furniture, all 20% off at Texas.
You know, I've always prided myself on a high level of personal hygiene and a gimlet eye for fine literature. So it comes as a ghastly shock to find that my favorite organ, the Daily Express, is printing extracts from the autobiography of one Barry Humphries, a pathetic, talentless Australian. And now the Express are going inside Barry Humphries all this week. Rather them than me, possums.
Comedy on ITV this Tuesday at 8:30 with Men Behaving Badly.
This is the neck. Some people are surprised how long this is. And down here is where you get all the naughty high notes.
Ravina Women's Prison.
And down here is where you get all the floppy, juicy notes.
Men Behaving Badly. Get an earful this Tuesday, 8:30.
At 7:45 this evening, we have a film for you. It's the return of Cocoon. That's in just under half an hour's time. But now, Jeremy Beadle, You've Been Framed.
brutal kidnapping and a dangerous gang await Boone at 9 o'clock Tuesday.
We're investigating a disappearance. A child.
He's a private eye and he's got the bear.
Trouble. The kid's got out. Now that's dangerous.
Do you want to be reasonable?
Come on, go. You heard the man. Looks like trouble, and it is. Boone, 9 o'clock Tuesday on ITV.
Next this Saturday evening on TSW, I'm afraid I have to warn you that Beadle's about.
With some high-interest accounts, you lose interest on withdrawal unless you give 90 days notice. But we've made a change, because we don't want to lose you. TSB. We want you to say yes.
Your Devon and Cornwall Rover dealers have a special announcement. Following Rover's price realignment, we can now save you up to £1,000 on a best-selling Rover 200. So for real value, come and see your Devon and Cornwall Rover dealers or call 0800 52 10 20.
This is John Cole, handing it back to the studio. Right, okay. Jeremy Paxton.
In the bathrooms and drawing rooms of the famous.
So what? Oh, no.
This program conceals nothing.
Fantastic! It's got a great story.
Turn on, tune in, and drop off.
Spitting Image, Sunday fun at 11:05 on ITV.
Well, back to this Saturday evening on TSW at 10 to 9, Dame Edna Everett and her bridesmaid Madge will be poking into some private nooks and crannies in Neighbourhood Watch. And, of course, nothing's private for Beadle.
Spectacular film entertainment on Saturday. Superman 3.
I asked you to kill Superman, and you're telling me you couldn't even do that one simple thing.
Come on, put yourself here.
All right, Webster, the game's over.
Superman 3 on ITV Saturday night at 7.
Still to come this evening, the TSW Late News, followed by Snooker and the late film They Only Come Out at Night. But first, the national news at 10 after the break.
Coach holidays, fine hotels, care and courtesy, UK or continent, it must be Wallace Arnold. See the 1987 brochures.
The Lord's my share.
On Highway, the wonderful voice of Harry Seacombe is loved by millions.
Far away.
Singing songs of inspiration and classic hymns. Harry Seacombe's Highway of Life is a beautiful new collection of cherished favourites on album, cassette and compact disc.
Tommy Time is a musical time with the Tuneville Choo Choo. Choose a tune, pop it in, switch the switch. There are 11 Tuneville tunes to choose from. The Tuneville Choo Choo. Only from Tommy.
Did your perm go wrong? No spots. This? No. Well, this stuff really works. Oxy-10. You've got to ask the chemist for it. Here. Oh, Tom. You gonna tell her or shall I?
Blitz those zits with Oxy.
It's a fun Christmas, fun Christmas.
Hello, I'm over here in Spain making a film of Duty Free for Christmas. Oh, thank you very much. I'll have a lot of soda, please. Anyway, we've got lots of good shows for you on ITV. We've got Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd in Trading Places, Jaws 3, Aeroplane 2, Dumbo, The Love Bugs, and specials with Mike Yarwood, Cannon and Ball, thank you very much, Fire and Ice with Torville and Dean, and of course, Duty Free. So, don't forget, watch ITV at Christmas, and a very happy Christmas to you all. Charming. think it's Lord Lucas.
Your ITV.
43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Just practicing a very special birthday later on. Gus Honeybun's magic birthdays. Not that bad. Along at 5:15 today. Now on TSW, time for Children's ITV. See you soon. Come here.
And that brings us to the end of this evening's viewing here on Anglia. Thank you for staying with us until late this evening. Perhaps you'll join us again tomorrow. I'll leave you with a look at tomorrow night's programmes and wish you, from all of us here at Anglia House, a very good night.
Slimmer soup.
You'll find it easier to handle. Smoother running. With improved visibility. And that's just the new pack.
This is Sergeant Cryer. I'm receiving. Look, can you give me an exact location?
I'm right behind you, Bob.
On the beat with The Bill. Sundays at 2 on TBS. Tomorrow evening on TBS. At 7:45, Wish Me Luck. And the fight for freedom continues.
It may be nothing, just a delay.
Oh, come off it, Faith. Zoe's missed too scared. Something's gone wrong.
We don't know that.
And Liz is put in a difficult and dangerous position. At 8:45, David Suchet stars as Poirot, Agatha Christie's super sleuth, for whom the murder mystery is a way of life. Intrigue and espionage for tomorrow evening here on TBS.
Hello again, welcome along to Late Night Late. Hope your weekend's going okay. Hope you had a good Saturday. Good night's viewing ahead for you here with Late Night Late. We got the American Showcase getting underway in about 30 seconds' time, beginning with a look at what's happening in the cinemas in America. In half an hour, it's America's Top 10, Casey Kasem counting down the best in music from the States. And then part 2 of the discussion program, The Leonard Rosen Show, discussing the problems of teenage runaways. That's the American Showcase. Also this morning, The Hitman and Her, Night Network, and at 1:45, a bit of fun in the sun. I wish, as I'm sure you do too. Right, as I say, we get underway this morning first.
Here's the latest of independent local radio. 2 stations are on the air until just after 1 o'clock. From Coventry, there's Mercier Sound. From Gloucester, there's Severn Sound. And on the air 24 hours a day, from Nottingham, there's Radio Trent. From Wolverhampton, Beacon Radio. And from Birmingham, it's BRMB Radio. So there you go, that's the latest on independent local radio.
Good films tomorrow evening at 7:45. Faye Dunaway stars in Voyage of the Damned. That's earlier on in the evening. And then at 11 o'clock, our late-night British film is The Virgin Soldiers, starring Lynn Redgrave and Howell Bennett. So those are two films for Sunday night. Have a terrific day tomorrow. And from me, Gary Terza, and from us all here at Central, have a very peaceful night. Good night.
Well, a very powerful film, which I suppose leaves one with a lot to think about. Anyway, next Thursday at 10:30, Hill Street Blues are back, and there's tragedy ahead for Captain Furillo's famous force. But first of all, let's look ahead to tomorrow night.
Action, comedy and drama among the entertainment for Friday night on Granada. At 7:30, Simon & Simon discover a list that demands sex appeal.
Hi, Elton. The man was a slug. Whoever killed him deserves a medal.
Sorry?
One of the pictures was mine.
Oh, you're on the list! Ah! At 8:30, I thought you'd gone, and a dramatic homecoming. At 9, the beginning of a love affair.
Hey, what's your name? I'm Pete.
Annika, the Swedish girl whose love will mark Pete forever, in the first of a 3-part drama serial for Fridays at 9. At 10:30, Sean Connery stars in The Wind and the Lion.
You are a very dangerous man, Captain. Your president is mad. Yes, sir.
They are using you, Raizuli.
Sean Connery, the Moroccan rebel who challenges the might of America in The Wind and the Lion, among the highlights for Friday night here on Granada.
Well, a couple of late items for you just before we leave. First of all, Speedway in a League Cup semi-final first leg match tonight. Wimbledon 38, Bellevue 40. Good for them. Bit of bad news now. The Buxton transmitter will be off the air tomorrow between the hours of 9 o'clock in the morning and 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Sorry about that, because it's essential.
And that special screening of Casablanca replaced our scheduled film matinee My Man Godfrey, which will now be shown on the 10th of October.
Someone going round the hospital pools in his father business. Keep an eye out for him. Some people will do anything but bed for the night.
He's gone in America. There you are. Have you seen someone dressed as Father Christmas?
Spot the real Santa Claus in Only When I Laugh, next Monday at 8 on ITV.
Oh, I am in the Christmas mood.
Oh, Henry, may I please intrude?
By Jove, it's Barry. What have you there?
Lots of goodies from you know where.
I think he means from Brute. Yes, Christmas gifts from Brute 33.
Very tastefully wrapped, you must agree.
So give someone close the perfect gift.
Give him Brute 33 on the 25th.
We said Brute 33 on the 25th.
We said Brute 33 on the 25th.
We said Brute 33 on the 25th.
Well, it comes on slow, and then begins to grow. It's got me in the mood. It's so rich and smooth. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. Fight it. Taste the way that it's gonna be. The dairy milk chocolate from Cadbury. Don't fight it. Fight it. Cadbury's whole nut. Don't fight it. Fight it.
Duracell is no ordinary battery. Proof? To photograph his whole school, we put Duracell into one camera, ordinary zinc carbon batteries into the others. After a while, the ordinary batteries give up. But Duracell keeps on going and going, in this test lasting 5 times longer. From cameras to calculators, if it runs on batteries, it'll run much longer on Duracell. Duracell, with a copper-colored top. No ordinary battery looks like it or lasts like it.
Pure silk by Yardley. Pure, lingering luxury. Pure silk perfume spray. Classically elegant. Always alluring. Pure silk is the classic perfume to wear with anything and before everything. Pure silk perfume. Pure, lingering luxury. Pure silk by Yardley.
Once nuts were just nuts, until the light dawned and KP created Britain's #1 dry roasted peanut. Well, now they're even more seductively spicy. The greatest bite since Cleopatra's asp. The most tantalizing nibble since Delilah. More racy than Ben-Hur. New KP dry roasted peanut. Now even wilder, spicier, different.
At 8:30 tonight, the World in Action team brings us a secret report from Poland, 1 year after the imposition of martial law. That's at 8:30, but now a spectacular show from a spectacular lady as we join Sheena Easton.
Excuse me. It's been a long time.
Did you enjoy the meal?
Quite wrong.
You remember?
How could I forget?
That's rather a large glass, isn't it?
Not for what I have in mind.
And what do you have in mind? Ice?
And then, the Cointreau. Please.
Thank you. They complement one another perfectly.
Mais oui, the Cointreau I see as the warmth of we French. The ice, the cool of you English. Put them together. And gradually...
The ice melts.
To get you into the party spirit, BP and National will fill you up with more than just petrol. Like some free glasses, bottles of... Shh. You know who. And if that doesn't cheer you up, you can buy some party pieces. Collect the vouchers at participating BP and National garages. It's the season to be jolly.
Yippee-yi-yi. Ho, ho, ho.
Christmas greetings from Preston John Julian. Our furniture sale starts this Monday. Buy your suite now. Have it delivered for Christmas. Preston John Julian. Lorna Windows wish all their customers, old and new, a Merry Christmas and a draft-free New Year.
Now look at the TSW weather forecast for tomorrow. There'll be some sunny intervals tomorrow, but also some scattered showers and possibly heavy with even some hail at first. Then general rain will reach Cornwall by mid-afternoon and spread eastwards. The winds will be fresh or strong southwesterly, and the maximum temperatures tomorrow, 9 degrees Celsius, that's 48 Fahrenheit.
Sarah, I think I'm in love with you. And this very important shot for this young Irishman. And he's missed. To find out about the real faces of television on ITV, Channel 4 and independent local radio, turn to the new IBA yearbook.
Next Sunday on ITV, the lyrics of Tim Rice, performed by some of Britain's top singers.
What is circus? Oh, what is show?
I don't know how to love him. One night in Bangkok and the tough guy stumbled. Don't write for me, Argentina.
Any train will do.
I know him so.
Lyrics by Tim Rice, 10:15 next Sunday on ITV.
And a reminder that tomorrow night's film is a very funny one. It stars Lily Tomlin, Jane Fonda and Dolly Parton in 9 to 5. But now we present tonight's play, Death of the Heart.
It's dry and warm. Tuesday will stay dry with some sunshine, but also some patchy cloud as well. The high 26 degrees centigrade transferred. That's a warm 79 degrees Fahrenheit, and that is the weather. And that's just about it, but never fear, of course, we will be back here later on this morning at 9:25 on the dot with the Thames News headlines. At 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, Gloria Gaynor tops the bill in this week's Video Entertainers. At 7:30, we've got drama on the streets of San Francisco. And at 8:30, we once again cast off for comedy in the company of the Hoxton family with Don't Rock the Boat. Kenny Lynch supplies the musical entertainment here at Close Down all this particular week. This particular track from his new LP is Because I Love You, from all of us here at our Euston Road studios at Thames. Good night, everyone, and sleep well. Good night.
I can feed your fantasy, be just where you want to be, and you can do the same for me, because I love you. There may be many hills to climb in our little place in time, but I'll be yours and you'll be mine. Oh, I love you. My love, your love is here to last forever, filling and every corner of my mind. My love, your love.
Fast approaching 13 minutes to 1 o'clock. Please don't forget to switch off your television sets. Good night once again.
Again, well, that almost completes transmission on TSW for tonight. One more programme to go, Postscript, and tonight we welcome back Bob Buckle. And we'd like to thank Bob Buckle for all those special postscripts. Tomorrow, Postscript will be presented by Bob Irving, and he'll be looking at the problem of that some people have with loneliness over the Christmas period. That's tomorrow. On a slightly brighter level, on TVAM tomorrow morning, they've got as the main guest Bernie Winters, and also they've got a psychic who's going to be looking forward to what just may happen in 1986. And our psychic weather office has sent us the weather forecast for tomorrow, and we're going to take a look at that now. There'll be sunny intervals tomorrow and scattered showers, and those showers will possibly be heavy, even with a little bit of hail at first, and then general rain will reach Cornwall in the mid-afternoon and then spread east. The winds will be fresh or strong southwesterly, and maximum temperatures only 9 Celsius. That's, I don't know what that is, it's 9 Celsius. Now look at the shipping forecast. First of all, sea areas Portland and Plymouth. Southwest, backing south 5 or 6, occasionally gale 8, rain later, good becoming moderate. Sea area Lundy, southwest 6 to gale 8, backing southerly 4 later, showers, then rain, good becoming moderate. And that's it for transmission for TSW tonight. Don't forget you can always switch over to Plymouth Sound and also Devon Air right through till 6 in the morning. But that's
better, because we know you better. Take a trip to paradise, pick up a super kitchen offer, get this beautiful bracelet absolutely free, and part 3 of the Royal Family album in this week's TV Times.
Hope you enjoyed them, and that you'll be joining us again tomorrow, when, of course, television starts at 6:15 with TVAM. Meanwhile, from all of us here at Television South, to all of you at home, we wish you a very good night, and sleep well.
Music, concentrating on the 50s, 60s and 70s, and it's non-stop, with Marmalade and Don Lang in Unforgettable. And with Camera at 11:05, looking at moving pictures, and Faith for Life at 11:30, that's Thursday night on Westwood Television. Now the time, and it's 18 minutes to midnight. And that's the end of broadcasting from Westwood Television for tonight. So, from all of us here at the studios and the transmitters, this is Roger Shaw wishing everyone a very good night. And that's all from Westwood Television for tonight, so don't forget to switch off your sets. Good night.
For the latest music, news and sport, tune to your independent local radio station. Radio Hallam serves South Yorkshire and North Derbyshire 24 hours a day. Pennine Radio can be heard in Bradford and West Yorkshire. And in North Lincolnshire and East Yorkshire, there's Viking Radio. Radio Air broadcasts to Leeds and West Yorkshire. In the north of the county, it's Radio Tees. And South Lincolnshire station is Hereward Radio. All over the region. Just listen to your local favourites.
I'm out.
Time check for you. We're into the very first minute of Tuesday. It's coming up to 1 minute past midnight. And now Yorkshire Television is closing down. And until tomorrow, this is Paul Lally wishing you a very good night from me and from all of us here. Good night.
Our thanks to the Reverend Don Tordar for presenting our epilogues all this week on TNT's. Reverend David Nixon will be with you tomorrow night for another Countryside Christian. We've got two excellent movies for you for early daytime viewing tomorrow. At 10 o'clock, it's The Fall Guy, starring Lee Majors. That's a full-length feature film. And then later on in the afternoon, we have a delightful film for you about two children who go to Buckingham Palace to try to see the Queen. It's called John and Julie, and it begins at 2 o'clock. And I'm just looking at the cast list here. Apart from people like Moira Lister and Wilfred Hyde-White and Sidney James, right at the bottom of the cast list is Peter Sellers playing P.C. Diamond. It's a film that was made in 1955, before Sellers really hit the big time. Well, that's it from all of us here at TNT's. I hope you've enjoyed our programs. I'm taking a little bit of holiday, and I'll see you the week after next. So until I see you again, look after yourselves. I hope the sun shines for all of you. Annie's going to be with you tomorrow. But from me, Neville Wonders, for the moment, and from all of us here at TNT's in City Road, Newcastle, not forgetting our friends at the Teesside Studios in Middlesbrough, it's good night once again, and a very special good night to all of you on your own tonight. And I'll leave you with the clock at 1 minute past 1, and wish you all a very good night. Sleep well. Bye-bye.
Stay with us on TSW now for the ITN news coming up after the break.
In Homeworld's winter sale, every furniture and electrical item displayed is reduced to clear. The Homeworld sale starts Boxing Day.
Whenever your child has a cold or blocked up nose, put a few drops of Carvol on his nightclothes before he goes to sleep.
Teddy's got a cold too, Daddy.
Carvol's soothing vapors will help him to breathe more easily and help him sleep normally, which means everyone can have a good night's sleep. Carvol, for noses and dozes.
Auntie Pat's popping round.
Spa. So near, so good.
Decor Lighting have had a bright idea. Start the new year with a new light fitting and save up to 50% on selected light fittings at the Right Light Winter Sale. Keep Jack Frost at bay with ALC Windows. Alec and Roger wish all their customers a Merry Christmas and Cosy New Year. ALC Windows, Exeter.
If you'd like to know what happens when a Dorset window cleaner escorts a Nottingham model to Venice, make a point of joining Cilla Black when she catches up on that romantic story, and she starts a few new ones in a special Christmas blind date, 6:45 this evening.
Studio line from L'Oreal. Fixing gel, studio line. Studio line. Studio line spray, fix, play tricks, sculpt your hair. Studio strong gel, twist, Spike it the way you like it.
Sculpt your hair any way you like it. Suit your line.
Total control.
Do it in your own home. Page Oracle 580 and choose a holiday from all the bargains. Whenever you want the full holiday picture, page your Oracle.
Tomorrow evening, Eamon Andrews desperately assembles his team of experts who'll try to work out the strange jobs people do in What's My Line at 6:30.
Nature Watch spots a unique species. Is it? Yes, the shorter-legged Bilicus, alias Goody Bill Oddie. He's a bird watcher worth watching. Bill takes Nature Watch round his favourite old haunts for a spot of bird watching and a lot of laughs. Nature Watch, Bank Holiday Monday fun at 7 on ITV.
And now, 6 minutes later than advertised, we join ITN for the national news at 9 minutes to 10.
That's as if we're not stopped in our tracks again by the dust of centuries.
And at 8, an all-star lineup in Starburst. To physical and academic hot air for the strangers at 9.
The ants climb the flowering lotus, boasting of their greatness.
And here's how the full lineup looks for Wednesday, here on Yorkshire Television. Good things ahead this Wednesday evening here on Yorkshire Television. But now back to the present moment in time and to take us through to the news at 5:45. More fun from that Drummond household in New York. Different strokes and comedy with the Drummond family.
Now the world don't move to the beat of just one drum. What might be right for you may not be right for some. A man is born, he's a man of means. Then along come two. They got nothing but the genes, but they got different strokes to take, different strokes to take, different strokes to move the world. Everybody's got a special kind of story. Everybody finds a way to shine. It don't matter that you got not a lot. So what? They'll have theirs, you'll have yours, and I'll have mine. And together we'll be fine. 'Cause it takes different strokes to move the world. Yes, it does. It takes different strokes to move the world. Different strokes it takes. Different strokes it takes. Different strokes.
And that story of different strokes is to be continued.
Roundtree's Lion Bar, now only 13p. All the more reason to bite it, crunch it, chew it.
When you've got a small, juicy outspan, everybody wants a piece.
Your dog. He's part of your family, and part of his life is Win-A-Lot. Because in this one handful, there's wheat germ, vitamins, natural oils, and calcium. Over 50 years of natural health. Spiller's Win-A-Lot. One you can always trust.
2 years free credit.
2 years free credit?
2 years free credit. 2 years free credit. You've asked for it, and here it is for just a few days at Northern Upholstery. 2 years interest-free credit on absolutely everything. The San Remo suite, only $3.99. 2 years free credit. The Miami suite, $6.89.
And 2 years free credit.
The Royale suite, only $5.75. And 2 years free credit. Biggest choice, our best prices, and 2 years credit entirely free. But hurry, it's for a few days only. At Northern Upholstery, the specialists. Carcroft, Brigg, Thorpe Arch and Hull.
It's a funny old job cleaning for Mr. and Mrs. Poltergeist.
drives you balmy the way they keep moving their furniture around. So I don't hang about myself. It's straight out with me new improved Mr. Sheen. Mr. Sheen's even faster these days on just about every surface. Goes through a house like greased lightning. It's a thankless task here, though. You just get the place looking nice, and they change their minds again.
New, improved Mr. Sheen. For an even faster shine.
If you've a home and family, Woman's Weekly is just the magazine for you. This week, an 8-page pull-out of adorable soft toys to make, the fascinating inside story of our young royals, and a pattern for 2 lovely dresses for only 50 pence. Woman's Weekly, the magazine you'll feel at home with.
The ancient jojoba plant. Its beans yield an oil that is natural liquid wax. Joba is the name of the only complete range of jojoba hair care products. Rich in natural wax, the oil in joba conditioners, natural hair colors, and shampoos forms a soft, smooth coating that leaves each strand of your hair shining and glossy. Say joba. It means naturally beautiful hair.
Jill? Oh, Liz, look at this floor. Try new Ajax liquid. Ajax liquid for floors? New Ajax liquid especially on floors. Look, a handy new bottle, and there's no dissolving because it's a liquid already. You just can't beat new Ajax liquid on floors. And how about that for shine? Brilliant. Smells lovely and fresh. And it's easy to use neat to make the rest of the kitchen sparkle. Brilliant.
For the modern way to brighter, fresher cleaning, try new Ajax liquid.
Brilliant.
Now, some news about a competition which will interest all you youngsters with ideas, energy and enterprise. There's prize money of £1,000 at stake. We want to hear from anyone aged 25 or under who's making a success of running their own business. Dressmaking, DJing, gardening, anything as long as it's legal. Just write for an entry form to this address, and a share in the £1,000 prize money and a silver trophy could be yours. That's Enterprise 83, Yorkshire Television, Leeds LS3 1JS.
Following the local news from Calendar, we return to the Crossroads Motel to see if David Hunter will allow Kate Hamilton to have meetings with David Law at the motel. That's all later. Now the news from ITN.
The news at 5:45 with Michael Brunson.
Union row at the Labour conference over the NEC election. American Marines are back in Beirut. And how the Backstreet Kids from Birmingham made it to the top. Good evening.
Tomorrow's program on Channel 4 looks at what happens to wildlife and the climate when you cut the jungle.
And next on TSW tonight, over to the other side of the world, to Australia, in the Timeless Land.
By post. Send a cheque or postal order for 75 pence to Granada Television, Post Office Box 50, Market Harborough, Leicestershire, LE16 9PP.
For perfect sweet and sour pork, take pork chops and home fried sweet and sour cook-in sauce. Then let the sweetness of pineapple and flavor of carrots cook slowly into the meat.
Transforming plain pork into a sweet and sour pork, cook-in sauce style.
Cook-in flavor with cook-in sauces. From Home Pride, of course.
Good lad. All right. Where is the cigar? What cigar? My Castella. It was here on the table.
Got mine at the bar. What do you want about?
Well, someone must have had it.
Oh, go on then. Have one of these.
Cheers. Cheers. I'd still like to know where my Castella went, though.
Well, you can't have a pint without a Castella, so get them together.
So,
people. 2 weeks in Greece. Late July. Let's see. Just a minute, darling. Well, this is a tour operator I'd recommend. It's a lovely resort, good hotel, and between the three of you, you'll save at least... Oliver. Is there someone else?
Oliver.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you down there, sir. Perhaps you'd like to see some special information for bears while I sort this out. Now, 4 people, 2 weeks.
Don't just book it. Thomas, cook it.
James is a very important part of my life. We've had a long-standing relationship. His crowning moment was at Crufts in 1979. He bounced into the ring and got his title and ate his chum. He likes exercise and a daily can of chum. Pedigree chum is solid and it's meaty, and really it's good value. There's no waste with a tin of chum. The dogs like the look of it and the taste of it. For any dog at any age, I can't think of anything better to use than Pedigree chum. It's all goodness, it's all nourishment. It's been a success. If Pedigree chum is good enough for James, it's good enough for anybody.
Just 2.5 hours servicing on a Citroen BX is enough to last a full 12,000 miles. The Citroen BX. Loves driving, hates garages.
Come out of the shadows. Come out with Color Glow.
Color Glow is easy to use. It brings out your natural highlights, enhances your color, and washes out in about 6 shampoos. From blonde to plum, choose the shade closest to your natural color and make your natural hair color glow.
Hello, I'm Alcarat for superb double glazing in any style, any material at the prices you're looking for. Telephone Plymouth 21562. Trade inquiries welcome.
Good evening. It'll be no surprise to snooker enthusiasts that Steve Davis is the evens favourite for the Larder Classic title. But his stablemate Tony Mio is the punter's second choice, and he plays Rex Williams tonight. And you'll also see Terry Griffiths. So join me after news at 10.
And now we go over to the studios at ITN for the latest news.
Mr. McGregor tells the miners.
Since taking over the new place, one has to keep up one's image. Take these Tiffany's upper crust pies. My husband finds the steak and mushroom has considerable depth, while I prefer the generously filled chicken and asparagus. At least we both agree about the sweet. Tiffany's upper crust red Morello cherry Viennese dessert. It's a bit of a mouthful for some on the estate, though.
Tiffany's upper crust pies. Rather full of themselves.
Your friends are back when we say, or you don't pay. It's a promise we keep at Super Snap.
I'm the new girl.
Maggie Forbes has a new job
What are you? A bunch of amateurs?
with new colleagues.
Look, copper lady, just you do some time here before you start telling me, right?
We're women. Good isn't good enough. We have to be the best.
If ever we needed you ladies, we need you now.
More challenge. More danger.
Fun, innit?
Cat's Eyes. Friday at 8:30 on ITV.
Well, now on TVS, it's time for our film, The Long Good Friday.
Damien, Prince of Evil.
In the name of the one true God, who was cast out from heaven, but is alive in me.
There is only one way his unholy war can be stopped.
This is one of the 7 knives of Megiddo, the only thing on earth that can kill me.
So begins the final conflict between the forces of darkness and light.
Slay the Nazarene, and the victory will be ours, now and forevermore.
Sam Neill is Damien in Omen 3, The Final Conflict. The movie premiere on ITV this Wednesday at 10:35. We'll lighten the mood in a few moments with the international entertainers, who happen to be Alan Price and Gloria Gaynor.
At NatWest, we spent 1984 putting money to work. We provided 500 places under the Youth Training Scheme and supported Project Full Employ, which gives training to unemployed young people. All told, NatWest allocated over £6 million for the benefit of the community. We put money to work for business too, with loans of £10 billion, half of which went to small businesses. We also put money to work for our personal customers, for example, by helping them buy their own homes with a further £650 million in mortgages. And our program of branch opening on Saturday morning starts next month. NatWest is putting money to work. Ring 01-200 0200 for our annual report, or look in tomorrow's papers and see. NatWest, the Action Bank.
I've called Ritz.
Because it's a little cracker.
The all-new Renault 5. What's yours called?
Cornwall's Pride, a Ginster's pasty made with prime beef and fresh vegetables, selected swede, potato and onion, and a subtle blend of seasoning. Delicious puff pastry, crimped by hand in the traditional way, and baked to perfection in Cornwall. It's a meal in itself. Ginster's pasties, the pride of Cornwall.
You got to know when to hold up.
Tuesdays at 10:30, there's a brand new 3-part Western series on ITV. Kenny Rogers stars as the gambler, a man who thinks nothing of gambling for a living, or even for life itself.
You know, even if you got one I'm afraid you got in the hole, you still got to catch another one to make it work. That's why they call it gambling.
Now he's gambling on finding the son he's never known and the wife he's never forgotten. Kenny Rogers and Bruce Boxleitner star in The Gambler, Tuesdays at 10:30 on ITV.
We're playing an ace now with Alan Price and Gloria Gaynor in concert in The International Entertainers.
I'll see you there.
Next week in Home and Away at 5:10, Fisher's blotted his copybook.
I don't see how you can criticize anyone, Mr. Fisher, when you are obviously at fault yourself.
I can't sell the wagon.
I've already sold it.
And Stephen hits out in self-defense.
They say, Fowler.
Home and Away next week at 5:10 on ITV.
And back to this evening at 5 to 8, Judy Spires dispatches 2 teams with a list of objects. All they have to do is bring as many of those objects back as they can without doing anything illegal. That's Scavenger Hunt at 5 to 8. And now on TSW, sadly the last in the present series of Davro's Sketchpad.
Thank you. Hello, welcome once again to another edition of Trick or Cheat. With me, Julian, the Joan Collins fan club. Do you like my frock? Rather camp, isn't it? Yes. There's no flies on me. But you can see where they've been. Anyway, I'm going to come amongst you now, so I'd like you to hold your objects above your heads if you could, and we'll just see what you've brought to trade. Let's see now, this is a fascinating thing. I'm strangely drawn to this lady over here. I say that a lot, don't I? I'm strangely drawn. In fact, I've been strangely drawn more times than a Rolf Harris cartoon. Hello, what's your name? Elaine, that's a lovely hairdo. Did you come on your motorbike? I you. Now, who's this gentleman? Hello, Dave. What have you brought to trade?
Jar of shaken back.
A jar of shaken back, really. Are you sure it's not a jar of Grecian? Shaken back, I'd be quite good at that, because I shake quite a lot, don't I? A lot of people ask me, is it a nervous disorder? And the answer is no. I'm just waiting for my nails to dry. There we go, let's come down here. Hello. Who's this? I'm strangely drawn to Jenny. Hello, Jenny. And you're looking very lovely. You've got a bit of cotton hanging off your dress. Oh, it's all right. It's your legs. What? This is a lovely striped number, this is. It's very nice, isn't it? You look like electronic deck chair sat there. What have you got to trade? A post box. Really, are you not a postman, are you? Because I worked for the post office once. I was a mail bag. I thank you. Now then, what have you got to trade, Keith?
A bus ticket.
A bus ticket. The things they give this audience to trade, it's unbelievable. A bus ticket. I worked on the buses once, yes. I got the sack there. I let a man go all the way for 50p. Here we go. Ah, who's this gentleman down here with the see-through parting? That's quite... I'm only kidding. They're very popular, the haircuts with the holes in, aren't they? Or just stick a ferret up your nose, we could chase the hairs out your head, couldn't we? Now, Les, what have you got there? A dog. A dog. This is rather nice, isn't it? It reminds me of my dog, Fanny. Fanny the Wonder Dog. Have you seen my Fanny? I've got a dog called Fanny, Fanny the Wonder Dog. You might have seen him. He's my pedigree chum. He's a gender bender pooch. He doesn't bark, he just says bowsy wowsy. Still, have you taken her to Crufts? Yes. Have you? Yes. Well, you meet a better class of dog there, don't you? Fanny's mother did very well at Crufts. She got 2 firsts, 3 seconds, and a highly recommended. Unfortunately, all Fanny got was 2 fights, some sex, but was highly delighted. Anyway, I've been delighted talking to you, but I'm going to go and lie down in a dark, cold room. So until next week, I thank you.
Well, in a few moments we join our new programme, Scavenger Hunt, and before that I'm going to be hopefully speaking to somebody very special after this break.
Now you know what an oil has to go through. Why chance anything less?
Earthlings, the planet Zarg is dying. We cannot survive without the drink you call quash. Any drink can quench a thirst, but only one can quash it. Our rockets will soon leave for Earth. Do not fail us.
I've keyed on now, you can hear me. It's Judy, hello!
Hello?
Judy Squires, thank
No,
you.
I'm sorry, you got Julie Squires here.
It's Julie Squires. Hello, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
What a clear line. Where are you?
Well, I'm in Dorset, but I've got to rush off because I've got to get Don Johnson's hair gel, but that's just a personal matter.
Now listen, what's scavenger hunt? What is it? It's a treasure hunt or something?
Oh, who knows? I don't know. No, actually, what it is, it's a sort of a hunt out in the open, and it's a bit of a quiz as well. But I mean, it's as much alike as
Treasure
Name
Hunt.
That Tune and Mastermind. which doesn't give you much at all, does it?
So what are you actually going to be doing?
Well, I'm the person that sends the two teams off on the hunt,
Right.
and then when they come back with all their items to be scored, I tell them how many points they've got. Now, they should have a certain amount of points, but it's entirely up to me. I mean, I take no prisoners.
So it's your bossy streak coming out here, dear, isn't it?
I beg your pardon?
It's your bossy streak. Listen, you better go, because you're on.
I am.
Lovely to talk to you. Everybody sends their love.
Thank
Here
you.
you are.
Yes. Oh!
Of holding your own scavenger hunt, then do have fun, but please don't use live animals. And next on TSW, the National News and Sport from ITN after this break.
Don't go changing to try and please me. You never let me down before. Don't imagine you're too familiar. And I don't see you anymore. I will not leave you in times of trouble. We never could have come this far. I took good times, I take the bad times, I take you just the way you are.
All these familiar faces and the 15 companies that bring them to you are part of the family of ITV.
Don't go trying.
Like most families, we have our ups and downs, but we think there's enough reward and enjoyment to make it worthwhile. We hope you agree.
You always have my unspoken passion. Although I might not seem to care, I don't want clever conversation. I never want to work that hard. I just want someone that I can talk to. I want you just the way you are.
ITV.
There's a new non-biological powder that leaves clothes feeling good next to the skin. But when it comes to cleaning, it's very powerful. So powerful, in fact, that on stains like blackcurrant, it will out-clean any other non-biological powder, even at low temperatures. Which leaves just one small problem. Who do we put on the pack? Well, with a name like ours, there's no contest. New Fairy Automatic, the gentle art of powerful cleaning. Non-biologically.
You must remember this. A kiss is still a kiss. A sigh is just a sigh. The fundamental things apply as time goes by. So when two lovers woo, they still say, I love you. On that you can rely.
pearl pension help look after the fundamental things.
As time goes by.
The Peugeot 309 GTI, the smart car in the class. Imagine a shampoo, this pure, this gentle. Timote shampoo with natural herb extracts. Timote rinses clean away to leave your hair soft and shiny, no matter how many times you use it. Timote, all it leaves is beautiful hair.
Hello, learned dons and lofty traditions, heavenly choirs and a Cheshire cat, prime ministers, Wesley, Wolsey, and Ragwort. What other city has so much to offer but this city, the city of town and gown, the city of dreaming spires, Oxford. This week, Highway visits two of the most historic colleges in the university, meets the first man ever to run a mile in under 4 minutes, and discovers why the story of Alice and her adventures in trying to go through a tiny door is still so popular. Highway in Wonderland or Highway in Oxford? Join us at 6:40 and see. I'll see you then.
You're watching TSW. We cross now to the London studios of ITN for the National News and Sport.
The news from ITN.
Rather cloudy. Much of that rain will be light, I think, and quite patchy. And the northeast perhaps brightening up a little bit later, so the afternoon looking a little bit better for everybody, I think. Certainly in the south, lots of sunshine, 17, that's 63. Further north and west you are, the more cloud you'll have. But even up there, there'll be 1 or 2 brighter spells, and 12 up in the north there, that's 54. That's about average for this time of year, but quite windy in the northwest. That's it. Here's the summary.
And a look at the TSW region's forecast for tonight and Sunday. Well, apart from a few light showers at first, tonight will be generally dry with variable amounts of cloud and light southwesterly winds. The lowest temperatures will be around 6 degrees Celsius, that's 43 Fahrenheit. Sunday will be a slightly warmer day with some sunny spells developing and top temperatures reaching 16 degrees Celsius, that's 61 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be light southwesterly at first but may freshen a little in the afternoon.
Prudential Property Services can show you thousands of houses you won't see anywhere else.
Day do you upset your mother-in-law? How many times a day do you knock your children around or frighten a pedestrian out of his wits? How often do you lose half your shopping? Late and fierce braking is the sign of a bad driver and may confuse other drivers who then have to brake hard. Learn to drive like a professional. Think ahead and spread your braking gently.
This sign does not mean that you will encounter flying motorcycles. No, this sign indicates a street down which it is illegal to drive a motor vehicle or you may be liable to a fine.
You're watching Nighttime on Television Southwest.
Broadcasting history.
That's what this is indeed, through till 6 a.m. for you, providing you with news, music, competition and conversation. And of course I mentioned the news. We're going to ITN now, and the newsreader tonight is Zainab Badawi. This is Nighttime.
In a new series beginning this Friday evening at 8:30, the Bounder's on the loose.
He's out.
What? Well, he's not staying here.
Where else could he go? He's
my brother and your best man, and he's very fond of us.
Well, if he's fond of us, why doesn't he stay away? What do you tell them about me, Trevor? I tell them you've been abroad. Abroad? Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe? Are you ashamed of me, Trevor? Yes.
Peter Bowles as the Bounder in a new series beginning this Friday at 8:30 here on ITV.
Most foods come in a range of sizes these days, even New Zealand lamb chops. Here's the man-sized double chop. Same delicious lamb, only more of it. And it's a cinch to cook, like any other chop. There, that'd fill the biggest appetite. Double chops, new helpings that help you. Look for this sign.
When your husband's away, it's such a comfort to have the dog around to take care of you.
Good night, boy.
Show him how grateful you are. Give him Pal with marrowbone, a meal he'll really enjoy. You know how your dog loves the taste of marrowbone? Well, there's real marrowbone in Pal, plus all the firm, meaty nourishment he needs. Pal with marrowbone.
Morning, Jason.
Doesn't your dog deserve Pal? Every day.
How do you find this pound note? Guilty, my lord. Willie Worthless, you've been found guilty of not paying your way. There's only one place for pounds like you. The Bristol and West.
Oh, thank you, my lord. They'll build me up with interest and give me a new purpose in life.
Give your pounds a stretch at the Bristol and West.
Now, I thought I might go away for a spell myself.
The exterior wall paint on the left costs a bit more than the one on the right, but then it's got an algicide in it, so it's less prone to surface discoloration. And it's got fine quartz particles in a unique topolymer resin, so it's much less likely to crack or flake. And that's why it was the first paint ever to be awarded the Agrimor certificate for long life. Santex Matte. Paying less could cost you dear.
Travel Trappens to the Costa Brava in May or June and enjoy 17 days of Spanish sun and fun from only £99. Ring for brochure now.
Most of our viewers who like a spot of brilliant acting will know the name and the reputation of Michael Hordern. What a lot of them won't know is that he was brought up in the West Country, and whenever he can gets back down here and fishes his much-loved river and in general relaxes. On one such visit he talked to our cameras about his deep and abiding links with the region. And you can see the result in Scene Southwest, Michael Hordern Going Home, at 6:30 tomorrow.
Next Sunday, our murder mystery suspense film stars Raymond Burr and George Kennedy in a tense drama about the search for a killer with a bizarre predilection for murdering priests. Priest Killer, next Sunday at 7:45.
Tarby's back at the famous London Palladium with live Sunday night entertainment.
Dr. Rumsey says marriage is a religious experience. Mine is. Every time I get home, she goes, oh, God.
Top comedy performances live from the Palladium. There's the best in music too. Top of the bill on April the 5th, Tom Jones.
Join me for a great night out live from the Palladium.
Spend Sunday nights at the Palladium with LWT.
Next on LWT this Sunday, the international news from ITN.
The moment you wake up on a Trust House 40 Hotel's leisure break, you'll find your normal routine has changed. Everything from getting the breakfast to making the beds, from doing the shopping to watching the big match, and then planning what to have for dinner. Why not turn an ordinary weekend into something special? From around £25 a night each. For a free brochure, ring Free Phone Trust House 40 now. Ask for room service.
Virgin Atlantic doesn't have actresses
Next.
or models
Excuse me, stewardess. Next.
or bullies.
Yes, table up, belt tight.
We just have stewardesses who want to be stewardesses, and the lowest fully inclusive fares to New York and Miami. Virgin Atlantic. We cut fares, not corners.
Next Saturday on LWT.
Parkinson 1-to-1 is a new series of interview programs in which I'll be talking to outstandingly talented people and discovering the influences that shape their lives. I couldn't have wished for a better start because my first guest is one of the great names of modern cinema, Jack Lemmon. In films like Some Like It Hot, The Apartment, The Odd Couple, China Syndrome and Missing, he showed a rare range and mastery of his craft.
Next Saturday at 10 on LWT.
You're watching LWT. Now we join ITN for today's international news. Your newscaster, David Cass. With surprises from behind the Iron Curtain.
Onto every life, a little rain must fall. But if you have one of Legal & General's savings plans, perhaps not. After you finish saving, you can take out the cash or reinvest it, or in some cases, choose to draw an income from it. And the rain, let the rain go to Spain.
Amiable, capable, Legal & General. Ask your financial advisor or broker.
Ah, the romance of flying. If this is the kind of feeling you have about flying, maybe it's time you looked at Air Canada. You see, we try to treat you as an individual. So, if you'd like to feel different about flying, look to Air Canada for a breath of fresh air.
This Sunday, the South Bank Show features the Penguin Cafe Orchestra. That's Penguin Cafe Orchestra on the South Bank Show.
Experience Britain in the Blitz and Flambard's Victorian Village at the Aeropark Helston. One admission covers 3 attractions. You won't be disappointed.
This is TSW. Now the news at 10.
This is London. D-Day has come.
Queen on the far shore, the salute in Normandy. President Reagan speaks of peace from the D-Day battery. In the quiet places, remembrance at the graveside. Former Vice President Mondale says, I'm the candidate. And the other O'Brien wins the photo finish derby. Good evening.
sale at Austin's, Banbury's and Roberts. The super sale starts Tuesday at Austin's of Newton Abbot and Banbury's of Barnstable, Wednesday at Roberts of Truro.
Christmas Day is not all good cheer.
Where's she gone, Dad?
I don't know, love.
Oh, poor Deirdre. Hello, happy Christmas. We'd just like to say happy birthday to all of you who've had a birthday today, wouldn't you? And say very happy Christmas. He's emptied his stocking. Look, he's so excited. Anyway, now it's our film, The Empire Strikes Back. You've been looking forward to this, haven't you? Yes, he has. Empire Strikes Back. Next on TSW, Michael Crawford with Save the Children.
The B&Q sale is on at 10 a.m. tomorrow with an extra 10%.
Yr unig beth sy'n rhagori ar gaws caffeiliad dydd Mawrth yw caws caffeiliad dydd Merch hefyd.
Following Thursday. But now we have a brand new quiz game for you called Perception. And one of ITV's top 10 programmes comes next. It's The Bill.
This is the listening bank, right?
Yes, it is.
You gave my older brother a Vector account, right?
Right.
Good. Well, I want a new kind of bank account.
You want a Vector account?
No. I said I want a new kind of bank account. Well, first, I want a cash card.
A cash card?
So I can get my money out 24 hours a day.
Provided the money's there. You can't spend what you don't have.
Oh, yeah, but I also need interest on the account.
Interest?
And I want to get discounts from shops and stores.
Discounts?
That's 1C. 1C.
The new Live Cash account gives you 24-hour cash, interest and discount vouchers for the cinema, pizzas, shoes and records.
And finally, I'd like a checkbook when I start work.
When you start work?
Right.
Right.
Thanks for listening.
Have a nice day.
And you, matey.
Live Cash from Midland. The listening bank.
When your girl has left you out on the pavement, when your dreams fall apart at the seams, your reason for living's your reason for leaving. Don't ask me what it means. It's the look, it's the look, it's the look, the look of love. It's the look, it's the look, the look of love.
Fairway Furniture's super sale is now on, with guaranteed low prices on a big selection of top-name furniture, plus free fitting on carpets and a fabulous lineup of top-name beds. Low prices, top names, plus free delivery. It's all at Fairway Furniture's super sale, Plymouth, Tavistock and Newton Abbot.
It should be here every week. If it's not, you could miss a lot. This week, TV Times focuses on James Dean. How did he become immortal and why the legend lives on? From Manfred Mann to Shakespeare, how life has changed for Paul Jones. Record breaker Peter Scudamore saddles up for yet another winning performance. Sean Kelly is back on his bike and planning to win the Tour de France. And you could win a bicycle made for two. TV Time should be right here every week. You could miss a lot if it's not.
Normal people take normal holidays. They lie on beaches in the sun. I can't do it. I'm too old and fat.
I'm a serial monogamist.
Oh, what?
It means one at a time, one after the other, and they don't last.
If you don't move, I shall bite you.
How's your vital functions, dear?
Tonight at 9, she'll be wearing pink pyjamas on Channel 4.
And we've got 2 late-night films for you tonight. The first is at 10:35. It stars Buddy Ebsen and William Shatner in a story called Horror at 37,000 Feet. It's about a plane. But now it's time for the bill.
A video of the bill is now available from selected stores, price £7.99.
Next week, this week, The Man Who Bought Harrods coming up next.
Golden days before they end, whisper secrets to the wind. Your baby won't be near you anymore. Setting suns before they fall, echo to you, that's all, that's all. But you'll see lonely sunsets after all.
If you want to hold on to your memories, consider the Panasonic MS-50 Super VHS camcorder. With its high-definition picture quality and hi-fi stereo sound, there's no better way to bring them back. The Panasonic MS-50, the state-of-the-art.
Enjoy the natural world of Kickley Caves at Yampton near Plymouth. Fabulous rock formations and beautiful woodland and riverside walks.
1 in 3 marriages now ends in divorce. It's a difficult time for parents and children, and there may well be problems over custody or access. The Family Conciliation Service, however, offers parents the opportunity to sort things out. In Somerset, we can arrange free confidential meetings in your own area, or we'll put you in touch with your nearest service. Contact us